This is my graded 8 assignment video. My name is Sissy Perkins, and I'm a licensed social worker with my master's degree. I work full-time for the Divine Counseling Services Center and have been here for 5 years. Divine Counseling Services offers therapy for individuals, child and adolescents, couples, and families. The services that this agency offers includes therapy for depression and anxiety, couples counseling, family counseling, grief counseling, stress management, play therapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. Today I have an appointment with a client that is coming in on her own free will. She was not a referral, nor was this court ordered. She began to feel overwhelmed and stressed due to taking full-time college classes while working full-time. And now this has led her to being depressed. So prior to the beginning of this session, I carefully and thoroughly completed an informed consent conversation with the client, and the client consented to treatment. I also carefully and thoroughly reviewed all confidentiality policies with the client, and all appropriate authorizations of release of information forms were signed by the client. Hello, Katie. Glad to see you today. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, and that's good to hear. Well, I know that you came in today due to feeling overwhelmed and stressed due to taking full-time college classes while working full-time, which has now led you to becoming and feeling depressed. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me just a short summary of what you are actually feeling and maybe some things about your emotions?
Sure. I feel a lot of anxiety and stress, which is leading me to be really unfocused at work and in school. I feel really overwhelmed, like there's not enough time in the day, which rolls over into the nights. I wake up in the middle of the night feeling really panicky, and I can't go back to sleep. So then I'm tired all day. So I'm so unfocused and late turning in assignments and my work. I'm missing a lot of things and making mistakes. I'm just so unfocused, and it's leading me to feel so depressed, making me want to quit everything. I just don't know what to do.
Wow. That definitely sounds like a lot on your plate for sure, girl. So let me begin and ask you this. Let's start with talking about college classes. Do you feel like maybe you're taking too many classes at one time while you're working full-time?
Sometimes I'm okay, but then there are midterms and finals, and it makes me feel like I'm taking maybe one too many at a time, especially with working full-time.
Okay. Well, now at work, do you feel like you are organized and have a routine? So at work you aren't feeling overwhelmed?
Okay, so I used to love my job, and I had a great routine as I've been there for years. But my class load just has me constantly questioning things. My workload, because I'm so unfocused with one, and I'm unfocused with the other, and I'm just starting to find mistakes where I normally wouldn't make.
Well, that is understandable, because it sounds like you are feeling like maybe you're on a roller coaster, just hanging on for dear life. Are you feeling pulled in many directions at one time?
For sure. So many different directions.
Okay. So let me ask this. Do you have a partner at home or a spouse that you feel like you can discuss your feelings with?
Yeah, I do, but I haven't been.
Is there a reason that you're not talking to them?
Well, he works full-time too, and he quit college classes so I could go back full-time. So I feel he might be disappointed or angry at me.
Okay, I can see how you might think that. But if you have a strong relationship, isn't he the person you should feel comfortable talking to?
Yeah, I should be, and I guess I need to start.
Okay, and with your college classes, maybe do you have an advisor that you can confide in and maybe relook and discuss your schedule with this semester as well as maybe next semester, just to see if maybe if you are or not overloaded?
Yeah, I love my advisor. She's really understanding and has been really helpful. I guess I could get with her about the upcoming semester, and she might even have some tips for the one I'm in now.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay. And now at work, do you feel like you have a good relationship with your boss, or do y'all have open door policy? Or maybe you could go in and talk to them about your work schedule and your workload?
Well, my boss and I aren't that close, but I do feel comfortable talking to her. How could that help?
Well, I was thinking that if you are comfortable with talking with her, wouldn't you want her to know that after all the time you have worked with her and for her, that maybe she could help find better ways for you to be more organized and get your routine back? Because now that you have a lot going on outside of work, you're unfocused. I'm thinking maybe she could have some tips for you.
I never looked at her being a form of help. But yeah, I imagine she could help me with a better routine now and maybe have suggestions on way to stay focused with the way I am at work.
Okay. Well, I also know that you've stated that you're really stressed and have started to feel depressed. Could this be because you haven't been able to be sociable outside of both work and college?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so close with my girlfriends, and we used to go out once a week, but I haven't been able to find a time for that either.
Okay. So yes, going out does take you away from the home, and you probably stress about being gone too long. Is that correct?
Yeah, I feel like I'd be thinking about homework the whole time.
Okay. Well, maybe you could find at least one day for one of them or all of them to come over so you're not away from home. But if weather permitting, y'all could go for a walk or do some sort of yoga or exercising because, exercising tends to relieve stress and depression. How does that sound?
That actually sounds great, because I could also talk to my friend and vent about my stresses instead of keeping them all bottled up.
Yes, that's what I was hoping you would say out loud. So let's recap this session and let's go over maybe some goals from here. With what we have discussed that you feel, what goals do you feel that would help you with your depression, anxiety, and stress?
Well, I need to look at my schedule for classes and get with an advisor and see if she thinks it's too much right now. She may have a different idea. I need to visit with my boss about work and organization skills to see if she feels like I'm doing okay or maybe need to make a few changes.
Okay.
I need to start confiding and leaning on my boyfriend since we're getting married in the future. He needs to know how I'm feeling. Setting out time during the week to have a friend or go on a walk, have some girl time, so I'm not feeling so locked up in the house.
Yes, I agree. Those are 4 great goals to have. That's awesome. You may even add possibly a day planner or a calendar to your monthly agenda. That way, so you could jot down daily what you have coming up, and maybe being a little bit more prepared and organized with your class schedule and your work schedule could help you not have so much anxiety. Do you think that that sounds good?
Okay, I love that so much. A planner a day could definitely be added to the goals list.
Oh, great. Okay, Katie. Well, our session is almost over. Do you have any further questions for me?
No, not really. Except, do I need to set up another appointment?
Well, setting up another appointment is totally up to you. You do not have to decide today either. There is no pressure. You just know you can call me if you need me. I'm here Monday through Friday, available on some Saturdays. We also have a hotline you can call after hours if you start feeling depressed and anxious. I will give you my card as we walk to the door, and that way you'll have my personal information, my work information at all times. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for your help today and for listening.
Well, that is what I'm here for. You're welcome, and I'm so happy you came in today. I hope you have a great week, and you call me when you need me.